When we think about the scariest creatures lurking in the ocean, our minds often jump straight to bloodthirsty sharks and giant squids. But what if we told you the real nightmares of the deep are much smaller and far more sinister? Before your next dip in the water, you might want to know about the horrifying crustaceans waiting beneath the surface. From flesh-eating crabs that will devour their own kind to ultra-violent shrimp with punches so powerful they could break glass, here are the 15 most dangerous crustaceans in the world that will forever change the way you think about seafood. Number 15. Curry puff crab. The curry puff crab might sound like a delicious snack, but it's far from edible. Officially named Platypodia granulosa, this crustacean gets its name from its resemblance to a curry puff pastry. However, its similarities with food stop there. It's a toxic little menace lurking in the waters near Singapore. Although it isn't venomous and won't actively attack, this crab's flesh is highly poisonous. Its toxic properties make it a member of the same dangerous death club as the floral egg crab. Adding to the danger, the curry puff crab is an expert at camouflage, blending seamlessly into its surroundings. If you're lucky enough to spot one, resist the urge to touch or pick it up. Mistaking this deadly crustacean for its tasty namesake could have disastrous results. So, unless you enjoy the idea of a toxic seafood surprise, keep your distance from this sneaky little crab. Number 14. Mosaic reef crab. At first glance, the mosaic reef crab looks like a piece of living art. Its vibrant orange-red shell is adorned with a white speckled mosaic pattern, making it one of the most beautiful crabs in the ocean. But don't let its beauty distract you. This crab is one of the deadliest crustaceans on the planet. Found across coral reefs in places like Singapore, Japan, and Australia, the mosaic reef crab, or Lophozostomus pictor, carries enough neurotoxins in its body to kill a human. Even cooking won't neutralize its poison, so don't even think about testing it in your seafood platter. What's even more unsettling is how it gets its toxins. It absorbs them from its favorite meal, poisonous sea cucumbers. This deadly combination makes the mosaic reef crab as dangerous as it is stunning. Admire it from afar, but remember, this little beauty can be a silent killer. Number 13. Floral Egg Crab. The floral egg crab may sound elegant and look like it's wearing Granny's shawl, but in reality, it is pretty deadly and dangerous. Known scientifically as Atargatis floridus, this small mud crab is a deadly little creature lurking in the waters of Southeast Asia and northern Australia. While it sports a smooth shell with pretty markings, it harbors a dangerous secret. Its flesh contains tetrodotoxin, the same deadly substance found in pufferfish. This toxin is 1/200 times more lethal than cyanide, making this crab a walking death trap for anyone daring to eat it. Its beauty may tempt you to take a closer look, but note, this little crustacean can be your last seafood adventure. Stick to admiring its unique patterns from a safe distance, and never ever consider it for dinner. When it comes to the floral egg crab, looking fine, touching or eating, not so much. Number 12. Emerald crab. Next on our list of killer crustaceans is the emerald crab. Don't be misled by its glossy green shell or its beautiful gem-like name. Lurking in the warm tropical waters of the Caribbean, the emerald crab, or Mithraculus sculptus, is packed with potent neurotoxins that could spell serious trouble for anyone tempted to snack on it. This striking crab spends its time scavenging on seabed trash and munching on algae, making it a valuable cleanup crew member for coral reefs and aquariums. But don't let its utility fool you. This beast is as dangerous as it is unique. Its toxic body is just as lethal as other members of the infamous death crab family. While it might make an excellent aquatic garbage collector for your tank, this is not a crustacean to mess with. Admire its alien green beauty from a safe distance, and whatever you do, don't even think about tasting it. Number 11. Japanese spider crab. The Japanese spider crab is the stuff of underwater nightmares. With legs that can stretch up to 12.5 feet and a body weight of nearly 20 kilograms, these giants are the largest crabs in the world. Their sheer size alone is enough to make them intimidating, big enough, in fact, to snatch up a small child. Though don't worry, they prefer other meals. These masters of camouflage live at depths of 150 to 200 meters, blending seamlessly into their surroundings with bits of sea debris to avoid predators. Amazingly, they can live over 100 years, making them some of the longest living crabs on Earth. Despite their fearsome looks, Japanese spider crabs aren't aggressive hunters. They scavenge for leftovers and decaying matter on the ocean floor. However, their reputation for feasting on the remains of anything that drifts down there has fueled some creepy legends. Harmless to humans? Sure. Creepy as heck? Absolutely. Number 10. Remipede. Meet the Remipede, part crustacean, part nightmare. This blind, cave-dwelling swimmer, or Speleonectes tulumensis, lives in the dark underwater caves of Central America and Mexico, and its hunting tactics are enough to make your skin crawl. Despite its small size, this creature is ruthlessly efficient. Using sharp fangs, the Remipede injects its prey with a cocktail of neurotoxins and enzymes. This paralyzes its victim and liquefies its insides, which the Remipede then slurps up like a gruesome milkshake, leaving behind only the shell. Its method is horrifyingly effective, especially for a creature that can't see and isn't physically strong. Thankfully, Remipedes are rare, and spotting one requires risky dives into deep water caves. So unless you're a marine biologist with a taste for adventure, you won't run into this creepy crustacean anytime soon. Ruthless, blind, and living in the shadows, the Remipede is truly a predator of the dark. Number 9. Mud crab. Mud crabs might be a delicacy on your dinner plate, but getting one from the wild is no easy task. Found in mangroves, swamps, and estuaries across Asia, Australia, and Africa, these crustaceans, or Scylla serrata, are as sneaky as they are strong. Mud crabs bury themselves just below the surface of the mud, making them nearly impossible to spot until it's too late. Their gigantic claws, equipped with razor-sharp pincers, can deliver a painful and sometimes unshakable grip if you disturb them. These crabs are notorious for locking their claws even after detaching them to escape predators, leaving their attacker with a painful souvenir. Despite the risks, they are highly sought after for their rich, sweet meat. Just be prepared for a tough hunt if you venture into their muddy territory. With the ability to regrow their claws, these crabs are survivors and a formidable opponent for anyone trying to catch them. Number 8. Brown crab. The brown crab, or Cancer pagurus, roams the seafloors around the British Isles, making sure beachgoers stay on their toes. As the largest crab species in Europe, these crustaceans typically measure around 20 centimeters, but the real monsters can grow up to 30 centimeters across and weigh a whopping 9 pounds, about as much as a newborn baby. Armed with 8 legs and 2 enormous claws, the brown crab has pincers capable of delivering 90 pounds per square inch of crushing force, 4 times stronger than a human hand. These sneaky predators hide beneath seaweed or rocks, ambushing their unsuspecting prey, which sometimes includes other crabs. Yes, they're cannibalistic too. A scavenger by nature, the brown crab will eat just about anything, from shellfish to decaying sea creatures. Known as the edible crab, it's a popular seafood item for humans. But with claws like that, it's no wonder these crustaceans fight back when threatened. Number 7. Coconut crabs. Coconut crabs, or in science language Burgess latro, are the heavyweights of the crustacean world, blending brute strength with sheer size. Found on islands across the Asia-Pacific region, these massive crabs can weigh up to 4 kilograms, stretch 40 centimeters in body length, and span nearly a meter with their legs. But it's their claws that steal the show, capable of exerting a crushing force 10 times stronger than a human hand. True to their name, coconut crabs can crack open coconuts with ease, but their diet also includes fruit, carrion, and sometimes even unsuspecting animals. Their claws are so powerful, they can lift objects weighing up to 28 kilograms, roughly the size of a small child. Although their size makes them hard to miss, you'll want to steer clear of these island giants. While they're not likely to attack unprovoked, one wrong move could leave you with a very unpleasant and unforgettable handshake. Number 6. Saw-edged spooner crab. The saw-edged spooner crab is as sharp and dangerous as its name says. Found in coral reefs across Asia and Oceania, from Singapore to Papua New Guinea, this small yet menacing crustacean is a nightmare in disguise. Measuring only about 15 centimeters, its spiny legs and saw-like edges make it look more like a medieval weapon than a harmless sea creature. The crab's saw-edged name comes from the jagged teeth that line its legs and claws, making it a hazard to unsuspecting swimmers or divers who might step on it. But the danger doesn't end there. Its insides are laced with potent toxins that make it highly poisonous to humans. Adding to the risk, the spooner crab bears a striking resemblance to edible species, leading to deadly mix-ups. This crustacean is a testament to the deceptive beauty of the ocean, where even the smallest creatures can pose the biggest threats. Handle with extreme caution, or better yet, don't handle it at all. Number 5. Mantis Shrimp. The mantis shrimp might be small, but don't let its size fool you. This is one of the deadliest crustaceans in the ocean. Also known as the thumb splitter, these brightly colored creatures, stomatopoda, can grow up to 8 inches long and live for several years, lurking around coral reefs in the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Mantis shrimp come in 2 terrifying varieties, smashers and spearers. Smashers use their club-like appendages, known as dactyl clubs, to deliver devastating blows at speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, the velocity of a bullet. They can easily shatter shells, crabs, and even aquarium glass. Spearers, on the other hand, wield sharp, barbed appendages to impale their prey with surgical precision. Feeding on fish, shrimp, and crabs, these mini assassins are equipped with extraordinary strength and speed. While fascinating to watch, it's best to admire them from a safe distance, because their next target could be your finger. Number 4. American lobster. The American lobster is more than just a fancy dinner plate feature. It's a fascinating creature with some seriously alien-like traits. Found along the Atlantic coast, these iconic crustaceans can grow over 3 feet long and weigh up to 44 pounds, making them giants in the underwater world. What's weird about lobsters? For starters, they have teeth, not in their mouths, but in their stomachs. Even stranger, their stomach is located in their head. If they lose a leg or claw, they can simply regrow it, which sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Despite their hard exoskeleton, lobsters are vulnerable during molting, when they shed their shells to grow new ones. And let's not forget their massive claws, which are strong enough to crush a finger with ease. While they're a staple in seafood cuisine, the American lobster's bizarre biology proves they're more than just a tasty treat. They're underwater marvels. Number 3. Crayfish. Crayfish, often called crawdads or mudbugs, are usually known for their role in southern boils and backyard feasts. But one species, the marbled crayfish, has flipped the script, earning a reputation as one of the most invasive creatures on the planet. Born from a genetic mutation in 1995, this crayfish can clone itself, a skill no other crayfish possesses. Without needing a mate, it spawns endless replicas, creating an army of genetically identical crustaceans. In just 2 decades, the marbled crayfish has spread across Europe and Africa, outcompeting native species and leaving ecological destruction in its wake. Its rapid reproduction and insatiable appetite make it a menace to ecosystems. Imagine a horror movie villain with 10 legs and an unstoppable cloning ability. That's the marbled crayfish. It's a living reminder that even the tiniest creatures can pose colossal threats to our world. Number 2. Chinese mitten crab. At first glance, the Chinese mitten crab looks almost comical, with its furry claws resembling tiny mittens. But don't let its fluffy appearance fool you. This invasive species is bad news. Native to East Asia, these crustaceans have spread worldwide, often hitching rides in the ballast water of ships. Once they arrive, they wreak havoc. Chinese mitten crabs burrow into riverbanks in massive groups, weakening levees and causing erosion that can lead to flooding. But the real nightmare? These crabs often carry the oriental lung fluke, a parasitic flatworm that can infect humans who eat undercooked crab, leading to severe health issues. Despite their destructive tendencies, Chinese mitten crabs are considered a delicacy in some cultures. However, their rapid spread and environmental impact make them a serious concern. Admire their quirky appearance, but keep your distance. This is one crustacean you don't want to get too close to, for your sake and the environment's. Number 1. Pistol shrimp. The pistol shrimp may be small, but it's armed with one of the most jaw-dropping superpowers in the animal kingdom. Known as the snapping shrimp, this tiny crustacean possesses an oversized claw that doubles as a weapon straight out of a sci-fi movie. When the shrimp preps for an attack, it fills a chamber in its massive claw with water, then snaps it shut at lightning speed. The result? A shockwave of bubbles traveling at 60 miles per hour, strong enough to knock out or even kill its prey. But it's not just the speed, it's the noise. One species, Synalpheus pink floydii, can create a sound of 210 decibels, which is louder than most gunshots. This aquatic avenger doesn't just hunt. It dominates its underwater world with a weapon so unique that it's inspired superhero powers in movies. The pistol shrimp is proof that size doesn't matter when you're packing serious firepower. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon in the next one.